Hello everyone, my name is Itchy, and in today's video I am going to show you how to get started in H1Z1 so you can survive for more than 5 minutes without ending up starving or eaten by a wolf or a zombie or possibly another player. So the first thing we are going to do is look at the UI. You have here your character loadout, which has all your clothing, your belt pouch where you can store some items in, your jeans you can store some items in, and your navy t-shirt which you can also store some items in. Then you have your crafting tab. There is not much in here yet. That is because most of the things you craft in this game you will have to discover by finding raw materials and then going to discovery. Now in this discovery tab you can put different items, and then when it is something you can discover, this will light up and you will have discovered something which will then show up in your crafting tab. And you can then make it if you have the appropriate materials. But now, the first thing we are gonna do is unpack this bundle of gauze. So we have some bandages, should we get hurt. And we will also shred our t-shirt. That will give us some scraps of cloth, and we are going to need them to discover a satchel, and also to make a bow. So let's go. The first thing we are gonna wanna find are some berries. They make it easy to not starve in the beginning of the game. Oh, there's a zombie over there already. Let's avoid him. So we are gonna wanna find some berries and some sticks. Sticks so we can make a makeshift bow and some arrows. That will help us take out those pesky zombies. These blackberries do not give you much food and energy and hydration, but early game they are enough to keep you alive, so pick up as many as you can. And here we go, we have some plants that will give us sticks. Pick up some sticks. These big plants here will give you sticks as well. There we go. Now, oh, let's get rid of this zombie first before we start discovering anything. You can easily get away from most of the zombies. The ones that are dressed in yellow, they tend to sprint after you and generally make your life miserable. Okay, so he does not want to give up. Oh, let's hope we can kill him without dying. Okay, so that worked. If you're bleeding, you will see in the bottom right corner, minor bleeding. You use a bandage, it will stop the bleeding. It will also heal you a little bit. Not very much, but you can make better bandages and first aid kits later on in the game. So now we go to the discovery tab. We put in one wooden stick, some scraps of cloth, and we discover a bow. There we go. One stick will make you an arrow. Oh my god, not again. You stupid, ugly, miserable. Yes, so. Let's bandage ourselves. Oh, this zombie dropped a lighter apparently. Sometimes have problems picking items up they drop if the zombie is laying on top of them. A lighter is an amazing thing to find if you want to make a fire. So, let's craft ourselves that bow. An arrow. Let's make the bow. There we go. It is now in our weapon slot. Press 3. We have a bow. Right click arms the arrow. If you left click, it will fire. There we go. It has a lot of drop off, as you could see there, if you saw where the arrow landed. So it will take some getting used to. But hey, which game doesn't? There we go. Let's make as many as we can. Well, we have 4 arrows. That's not a whole lot, but it should allow us to take out something at least. If you're a really good shot, you can try and take out a deer with a headshot. It will give you a lot of meat, which you can cook on one of these campfires. And it would be great because we have a lighter, so we could actually light it. It is also worth just hitting tab around the campfire to see if nobody left anything laying around it. Sometimes you may find a hatchet. Okay, we were lucky enough to spawn right next to this church though. So let's go see what that has in store for us. Let's check out the vehicles first. Some more cloth. Some more cloth, a weapon repair kit, and some more cloth. And scrap metal and a weapon repair kit. Well, scrap metal is very nice. That will allow us to make a metal hatchet. Right, let's make ourselves a satchel first. It's a tiny backpack, but it will allow us to carry a little bit more than before. Let's pick up some more sticks. To make a hatchet, you put some scrap metal together with a wooden stick, and there you have it. You have a makeshift hatchet. That will let you melee down zombies much easier than with fisticuffs. It will also let you chop trees and other players, of course. So let's make ourselves a hatchet, and that will be in item slot 4. So there we go. Now in these churches I have noticed sometimes the loot spawns inside the benches, as you can see here. So what I like to do is just go stand here, press tab, and see if there are any proximity items. And we were lucky enough to find a shotgun. Unfortunately without ammo, so let's stick it away, because people will try to kill us for it. You can search all these cabinets. Those multivitamins, they don't really do much of anything, I have noticed. There we go. This hatchet will be better than the makeshift one, so I'm just gonna pick that one up. In the description below, I will also post a link to the H1Z1 database. It is a fantastic website that gives you a map of the entire area. It will also let you find out where you are on that map. So if you just open up the chat box, you type /location. Of course, I typed it wrong. There we go. There we go, it's just /log, my bad. Then if you press M, you will bring up the mouse cursor and you will be able to copy paste this part. You just press Ctrl C and then you can go to H1Z1 database, post that in there, and you will be able to find out where exactly you are on the map and all the surrounding buildings. It will also give you all the recipes for everything you can craft in the game, which is really nice. And sometimes you can, if you're lucky, you can pick up a quest from a zombie, and it will also tell you the locations where you can find the objective for said quest. So that is another really nice feature on that website, so definitely worth checking out. You will find it extremely helpful. There we go, also have some ammo. Well, let's wear a red cap. The best thing to wear is a helmet, so people cannot one-shot you with a makeshift bow, with a headshot if they're lucky. Like I said, between these benches it still gets a bit glitchy sometimes, so just look for proximity items, and if you're lucky you will find something. There we go. And some ammo spawned in the bench. So now we are pretty much geared up. We will be able to shoot a zombie in the head. There we have one. Let's see how that goes. You can make a way better bow than this. It has a lot less drop off, and you can also pick up your arrows again if you are lucky. So do pick up your arrows again. These berries, because we are getting low on energy and hydration, so let's eat some of those. At this point you still have to eat them one by one, which is a real pain in the ass, but it is still an alpha, so I hope at some point we will be able to bulk eat them. There we go. Also, you do spawn with a flare, so if you are not lucky enough like I was to find the lighter immediately, you can use this flare to light up a campfire. If you just place it like this, it will light up the campfire. If you have some dirty water, You can put it in there, it will cook it and it will become purified water. If you hunt down a wolf or a deer, you can put the meat in there and you will get wolf steak, bear steaks, you name it. You can cook a steak of it. You only get one flare though at the start, so use it wisely should you need a campfire. And after this point, what you want to do really is just go out and scavenge. Look for anything you can use to survive. Food, water. This tarp is very nice as well. You can make a dew collector. In my next video I will go into depth into building bases and all sorts of stuff, like animal traps to get a steady supply of meat. But right now I'm just gonna cover the basics and make sure you can go out there and survive your first steps into DayZ. The only thing that does seem to kill these zombies is a headshot, by the way. And you can chop them up. If you're lucky, you will get some scraps of cloth from them. They also, on very rare occasions, tend to drop some decent loot. But that's 1 in 20 zombies or something that will drop you anything worthwhile. So let's get some more blackberries. And some more sticks. And then we can go look for civilization. Hopefully not run into hostile people. Because one golden tip I can give you: when you do find people in this game, assume they are hostile. Even if they come at you shouting friendly, that actually means they're going to kill you. The harder they shout friendly, the less peaceful their intentions are. If you find empty bottles like these, you can fill them up in riverbeds. You can fill them up at wells. And then you will get dirty water, so you do have to cook it to get purified water. You can chop down these trees as well. They take a minute to chop down, but they will give you wood logs that allow you to build a campfire, which is particularly nice. I do not have enough room. There, I have enough for 2, which is perfect to craft me a campfire. You need 2 logs to craft a campfire. See if we can find a well somewhere around here. I will fill it up. There we go. Just head over to the well. You right click the empty bottle, use, it takes 5 seconds, and then you have dirty water. Let's place the campfire. You just right click it, place, and there we go. You right click the lighter, ignite. You put the dirty water in there. Wait for a minute. And there you have it, folks. Purified water. That's all there is to it. Now that we have some water, we have found some houses, let's go scrounging. Binoculars, I've never used them, so I usually leave them. Here we have a house. Let's go to the kitchen and look for food. There is an option to search all cabinets, although at this point it is sometimes tricky to find the sweet spot. But finding the sweet spot does really beat searching each cabinet separately. Also keep in mind, search all cabinets does not include the refrigerator. So now we have found some food. It will give us a small amount of energy and hydration. There we go. If you close the doors, the zombies will stay out. You can search these dressers. Let's close this door for now as well. Places like this, I always find it worthwhile to check for proximity items. A washer and a dryer. There we go. Lucky enough to find ourselves a t-shirt. That's 50 more storage space. And I have a nice skin to apply to it. One more thing, if you're playing on a server that does allow you to play in third person mode, you can press T and there you go. You have third person. If you hold Alt, you can rotate the camera. And now I'm wearing my nice I Survived Player Wipe 1 t-shirt. And an incredibly ugly red cap. Then again, it is the zombie apocalypse. I do not think we should concern ourselves about fashion. These spark plugs, if you find a vehicle, sometimes they will not have spark plugs, you need to repair them. Well, then you can put them in there. I doubt we will be lucky enough to find a vehicle in this video though. These bathroom cabinets always tend to have some immunity boosters or cold medicine. A lot of empty syringes for some reason. I don't know, maybe a lot of heroin addicts before the zombie apocalypse. Some multivitamins give you a low immunity boost. I found that bathtubs are a really nice place to find ammunition and weapons. Toilets often have machetes on them, axes. Packets of sugar, they are really nice for when you learn to make coffee. Coffee with sugar will give you both hydration and energy, which is obviously a lot better than just a bit of hydration. Coffee will also help you keep warm once the climate gets cold. Now these barrels here, you can smash them. Often you will find nothing in them, sometimes you will find ammunition in them or other useful items. I found absolutely nothing in them this time. So it's up to you whether you find it worth to waste the energy on them. You can also push zombies away with Q. That is a nice option. Here we go. Let's bandage ourselves. That was a way better shot than the last ones. And there you go. Let's move on to the next house. Always keep an eye open for other players. A large part of surviving in games like this is seeing other people before they see you. So always keep a watchful eye. And that should cover the very basics of this video. So for now, I will leave it at this. At this, not at tits. That would be amazing actually if I could do that. There we go, a fancy wooden axe. But yes, thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you get through your first steps in H1Z1. And if it didn't, I'm sorry I wasted about 15 minutes of your time, but if you liked the video, please rate, subscribe, so I can keep making more content. And in my next video, I will try to go in depth into crafting, building bases, and surviving on the long haul. So until next time, goodbye.